right here. It is the product review that we have. And what do we have right now for our product
So for our very first
thing
product
idea?
review, we have a deck box.
A deck box. All right. Now, I see here it is that Dragon Shield? Am I
Yeah,
reading this correctly?
yeah, that's
Okay.
the brand and the deck box brand. The deck box in particular is called the Nest 100. It's because it fits 100 cards.
Ah, I see. You get like a okay.
Interestingly enough, you figured out how to open it right off the bat with the two magnets, right?
So these are like
Yeah,
magnetized.
so
Yeah.
exactly that. You would just pinch at the two spots up here and down there,
Ah, okay.
and then remove
Okay.
it.
I like now. How new is this? You recently picked this one up.
Yeah, a few months back.
Any cards in particular that you're looking to? Where'd you hear about it actually?
So
How'd you come across
sure,
something
no,
like
I
this?
use this brand's inner sleeves as well as their outer sleeves for
Okay.
my Magic the Gathering cards.
Okay.
So initially, I had a deck box that fit about 60 cards, a little more than 60. But nowadays, the more popular format to play Magic is no longer standard, where it's one-on-one, but it's called Commander, where you play four other people or three other people, excuse me. In Commander, you don't create a 60 card deck, you create a 100 card deck.
Right.
And basically, the deck that I had created, my old deck box wouldn't fit, so that's when I picked this up. And it fits 100 single sleeve cards easily. Here, let me just use an example of something. Here, we'll use fucking counters. That was an example. So you could single sleeve cards by just sticking them in the outer sleeve, right?
Right.
But if you double sleeve it, you put a inner sleeve into it first, like this one, and then you just slide it into the outer sleeve, and that's double sleeving. So
Got
when you
it.
double sleeve it, however, it's a super tight fit in this box, which makes it somewhat pretty
Grab
hard to like
from.
get the cards in,
Right.
to the point where especially when your cards are holographic, and I've got some hollow cards here, it makes the card even more thicker, which then
Got
like
it.
crunches up the space. So later on, I'll be putting the cards back in, and you'll see how I'll literally have to push the deck down to squeeze out air,
Ah.
and then squeeze a few last cards in. What
Right.
I need to do is just take my deck and just put like a book on it one of these days and squeeze all
It's
the
like
air out.
flatten them out.
Exactly
Right.
that. But otherwise, that's one thing. If I had single sleeved it, it shouldn't be a problem. So for anyone single sleeving it, or it shouldn't be. But when you double sleeve it, it does take up more space, especially when there's 100 of these.
Now, is this specifically for Magic cards? Can
And
people put any kind of
anything,
cards
yeah.
in this one?
Only thing is, in Japan, some games, not necessarily Pokemon, but I believe Yu-Gi-Oh and some other trading card games, like maybe Digimon and some other stuff, Vanguard and such, they use slightly smaller cards as their standard size. So a deck box this size may be a little excessively slightly big if you want to be just very nitpicky about things, for those cards. But
Right.
otherwise, for any
Right.
American standard game or Pokemon, this works, or just anything in general.
This is
And then
now.
again, that's if you're being nitpicky.
How much would one expect this to run them?
Sure, it's just like $20. I
Okay.
got it from Amazon for 20, give or take $1.
And how does it? I feel like I'm doing
Sure.
this wrong here.
What's cool is you could actually put this in any way you want. So once you got your deck out, you could pop it in this way. You could pop
Got
it in.
it.
You could pop it in this way, however the fuck you want. Only downside is that when you pop it in this way, it gets kind of hard to take out, because all you could do is just
You just
yank
got that
this
front.
out,
Right. Right. Right.
while you're squeezing this. Especially when you already have your cards there, but it's, as you can see, like, it's pretty fucking tough to yank out if you want to like even just give it a go.
Yeah. And I think that's what I like about
Yeah.
it. Is it feels sturdy.
It is,
It
yeah.
feels. I like the leather on this. It's good quality.
And
It's
the inside, did you feel the inside?
yeah. I like
Uh,
that. The inside was like a nice little
Velvety, keep your
little
cards safe
velvety
type
felt.
thing.
Yeah. Make sure that they stay safe in style, and then it
Right.
comes with with those as well.
Nah.
Okay, those you were
Yeah,
picked
so
up.
I
Okay.
bought the inner sleeve separately,
Got
and
it.
then you buy the outer
Same
sleeve
brand?
separately. Yeah, I buy it all
Okay.
Dragon Shield, and it's not even funny enough. It's not even a freaking brand loyalty because I have no stake in any of this stuff, especially at this age.
Right.
They just make top-notch products
just
for
good
a
quality.
variety of things. Yeah, no, and they knock it out
Alright.
of things. There's another version of this called Nest 100 Plus, where it's just this with a little bottom compartment for your dice counter dice.
Got it.
So it's a little pull-out counter, and then you know in Magic the Gathering you might have counters on your creatures or whatever or your artifacts, and yeah, it's a cool little place to store it. But I don't need it excessively. Plus, my hipster ass would rather have it like in a little pouch, like one of the little pouches.
Right, right,
Because
right,
they have
right. Of
cute little
course.
pouches for fucking dice as well. So I thought it'd be cool with my elf shoes. No, just kidding.
Okay. Now, this kind of does. It kind of gives away what we're going to be doing next episode on the 20th a little bit, because we are going to be playing a round of Magic the Gathering. We're going to
With Post
have. It's going to be. It's Post Malone, Gordon Ramsay, Emma Watson, and Ray Lewis from the Baltimore Ravens, ex football player. Used that night. They're all joining us to do a round of it.
Commander, 4 players.
That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna be. They're all way better at it than me, so I'm the extra person. I'm just gonna kind of be learning, playing with him. While Gordon Ramsay, though, is actually a really
He has a
good
really
player.
expensive deck,
Yeah, he's got it. He's got a crazy deck. He's so that's gonna be a good match. Make sure you watch next week. I know I'm giving a little bit too much away, but this is our new product. Would you recommend this to the people out there if they have some cards that they want to store?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if if it's just a single sleeve deck and up to 100 cards can fit there easily, perfectly, no problem.